I just got off my first ever business phone call that went bad. Like, really horribly, insultingly bad. I'm shaking it off though because something like this has the tendency to ruin your day, but today it can't. Just because someone doesn't agree with the type of content that I'm creating for y'all does not mean that you are not enjoying it any less. It does not mean that tomorrow we're going to San Francisco. It does not mean that the week after we're going to Hawaii, the week after I'm going to Canada, the week after that probably London, and then I'm going to New York. So I'm gonna go shower because I smell like a dog, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, yeah, I feel much better now. The topic for today's video, how to find your path in life. I by no means have life figured out, it's far from it, but I figured I would share some of my viewpoints and insights. So a lot of the people that watch this channel are dealing with college pressures of what do I want to do when I grow up, and then there's a lot of people who watch this channel who are adults dealing with the adult pressures of what do I want to do when I grow up. I feel like it all starts when you start defining the goal that you want to arrive at. Without knowing what you want, it becomes very hard to try and achieve that. It's actually not that hard of a question, and the best part about it is there's no right and there's no wrong answer. If you want to be rich and famous and have people know your name all over the world, that is a perfectly acceptable answer. If you don't really care about fame and money and you just want people to love you for who you really are, that is also a very acceptable answer. But both of these goals take extremely different paths. They have different challenges and obstacles attached to them, and they both take very different amounts of time to achieve. But by following the little voice that's within your heart, I honestly feel that is the quickest way to finding your own path in life. For example, I just want to create. Money, fame, success, these are all things in my mind that are possible byproducts of creating cool content. They're not my objectives, they're not what I'm going after. I just wanted to create from my heart and let that content lead my career. That's the path that I choose, and that's the path that makes me happy. Some of the things that will try and hold you back though, other people's judgments. If you've ever heard the phrase, opinions are like assholes, everyone has one, then you are 150% correct. I mean, if I listened to all the advice that was thrown at me over the years, God knows what I'd be making on my YouTube channel by now. It's okay not to do things the same way someone else would do them. I mean, that's what makes you you. By no means, don't be shut off to a third-party perspective or even constructive criticism. Just don't ever lose track of your dream or abandon your path because someone tells you it's not right or they know of one that's better. I mean, this goes for your own judgments and insecurities as well. Do not allow yourself to get distracted. Okay, here's an example. So I chose to make a film every single day for 391 days. That is my goal, that is my objective. So if I catch myself worrying every time I lose a subscriber or every time a video doesn't perform the way I want it to, no matter what happened with my audience, no matter what happened with my viewership, I made a promise to myself that I wanted to create something every single day until my 27th birthday. That was my promise to myself. So if I questioned myself every time I lost a subscriber or a video didn't perform as well as I was hoping it would, well, those type of thoughts wouldn't be supporting my path. Another massive thing that'll stand in your way are unrealistic expectations. If you want to be a world famous musician that leaves a legacy behind, well then you gotta realize that it takes more than one night to build a legacy. It actually takes an entire career, an entire lifetime. Losing sight of your goals can be extremely easy when you're trying to tackle such a big objective. So it's important to build routines into your life that help you stay on track or even get back on track of your goal no matter what life throws at you. Making a video every day is my routine to staying on my track. And if I mess that up one day, well then I make one the next day. There's no point in getting in front of yourself. If it doesn't work out, try it again. The important thing about your path is when you realize you're off of it, get back on. Don't beat yourself up and say, oh, I'm off my path, shame on me. There's a seal right there and it's amazing. Do you see that seal? That seal. Where'd he go? There he is. Most importantly, finding friends that share the same vision for the future or moral values. I mean, this is a perfect way not only to make good friends and allies in your business, but also form yourself a support group. A group of people who understand your specific situation and can be there for you when times get tough. And in return, you would be there for them when times get tough. Because, I mean, you really want and... Whoa, did those two boats just crash? Whoa. Because you really want and need people around you that support your path as a person. If the people around you are constantly trying to change the direction you're taking, then you're not sailing in the right direction. You're just sailing in your own direction, letting them blow you back a little and sail this way. Why not sail with people who are going in the same direction? Support groups are literally the #1 way to help stay on your goal. Mine happens to be my mom and girlfriend, so luckily mine's built in and can't abandon me. Because you actively want and need people in your life that support your path as a human. You don't want someone who's trying to change the person you want to be. You want someone who's going to enhance the person you want to be. So I'm making this video because the topics that I've spoke on today and the overall theme holds to be very relevant in my life right now. I've been a big YouTuber, a film director, an internet personality, but honestly, I'm none of those things. Sure, I'm all of those things. That's just people's attempt at putting a label on me. If you cut through all that, I'm just someone who loves to create. My entire path in life revolves only around one simple truth. I am truly happy only when I'm creating. No matter how many people watch it, how much I get paid, where it goes, what the reviews say, it doesn't matter. What matters is I'm truly only happy when I'm using my imagination to bring something to life. So I'm going to do just that. I'm just going to keep creating, because every day that I create something is one step closer to the life I've imagined for myself. I don't know where it'll get me, but that's my path. What's yours? This blue sheep I'm about to show you was the first toy I ever bought Hitch when he was a puppy, and it's still his absolute favorite. He loves it. He just nibbles on the toes.